As you can tell from my fragrance haul videos, I have very little to no self-control. So when I received this package in the mail, I intended to do the first impressions with you guys, as in spray it directly on the skin and let you know right then and there exactly what I think. But to no avail, I opened it anyway, because it's a brand new fragrance that I haven't seen a video out about up until the point that I filmed this video. The fragrance we're talking about is YSL Eau de Parfum, and the sponsor of this video is Alpha Fragrances. Stay tuned. What's going on? I'm Joshua, and this is our channel, Scentsense. To the members of the Scentsense crew and the people who tend to join it every single day, thank you so much. Welcome aboard, bros. Oh, and ladies. And by the way, we have a very cute bunch of ladies. To all you new people who are checking out the channel, maybe for the very first time, and you're trying to decide if you want to click the subscribe button, it's not rocket science. Like, at the very bottom, there's this word subscribe. When you click on it, it goes gray, but that means you're subscribed to my channel. So when my videos come out, you don't have to do anything. It just pops in your feed, so you don't have to stumble upon my videos anymore. I mean, that seems pretty cool, right? I mean, pretty simple. Today we'll be talking about a brand new fragrance from the house of Yves Saint Laurent, as we call it, the fragrance game. But in the designer realm, it's called just Saint Laurent. I don't know, guys. It doesn't make much sense to me either. The fragrance we'll be talking about is YSL EDP. So before we get into the review, I want to be very, very transparent with the folks at home about this sponsored review by Alpha Fragrances. The way the affiliate program with Alpha Fragrances works, at the very end of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a discount code. I'll have it linked in the description below. Probably won't pop it on the screen, but if I do, it'll be right there. In fact, if I do it, it's gonna be right here, right now too. Somewhere right here. Like somewhere. If you do decide to visit their website and use said discount code, normally the affiliate would get a partial compensation based off the purchase you make, and the way they know that is you use the Scentsense code. To be very transparent about how we and only we will handle this at the Scentsense Corporation Incorporated LLC. That's not a real thing. It just sounds cool to me. I don't know. We will take that money and then we will let that build up. We will not spend that on me, myself, but what I will do is I will let it build up until I get enough money to buy something big, maybe a big sample pack, and I'll give it away on our channel. Not trying to sound holier than thou than anybody else, but I want to be very transparent so you know exactly what we do here at Scentsense. Again, I want to thank the good folks over at Alpha Fragrances for giving me the opportunity to review this fragrance. Right before we talk about it, I know you're waiting for it on the edge of your seat. Let's go ahead and talk about the way this looks. It is a basic sprayer. It's got the name of the fragrance here. It's got a white wraparound sticker. It's got the screw-on cap, and screw-on atomizer, as you can see. And it's just a basic, normal decant atomizer. Nothing special, but nothing terrible. From what I've gathered and what I've researched, they're very competitively priced, and they always have stuff the second it comes out, which is what I really like about them. Because I cannot go to my local Macy's, Dillard's, Ulta, Sephora, whatever I have close here where I'm from, and buy this fragrance. So the fact that I have access to it because of them is pretty freaking cool. And the fact that I can talk about this fragrance probably before most is even better. So enough of that crap that you already know I have to say at the very beginning of the video so people don't get all butthurt about it. This was sent to me for review. I will have my own thoughts and opinions. You can't buy my opinions. Blah, 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 blah. If that's not already obvious, then you're probably watching the wrong channel. So without further ado, even though I've prefaced this like 8 times, YSL Eau de Parfum. Let's pop this bad boy on and I'll spray it on my hand just so we can have a refresher and I can tell you exactly what I think. Let's go ahead and spray it on. Pretty dang good sprayer, guys, for a little decant bottle. So unlike the previous Y fragrance, I sprayed it like 2 or 3 times on my hand right in front of you. As you saw, I could smell it in the air. The main reason why I did not like the fragrance, and I reviewed it a long time ago, and I'm not even sure if the review is still up because it was probably cringe, but the one problem I had with that fragrance was that it just didn't last long. There was no projection, there was no sillage, there was no longevity. Performance overall was borderline horrible. I don't know if it was because the why that I had. I don't know if it was my skin chemistry. I don't know what it was, but it was just really bad. What this fragrance does is it gives it more of a sophisticated and stronger and just ballsier fragrance. This fragrance leans a little more away from the sweetness. It gets a little more of a manly kind of fragrance. It almost has like this irisy, citrusy vibe in the very background, which plays more to a more masculine slash mature fragrance. I think one of the biggest complaints that people had with Y was that it was too much of a kiddie fragrance. If that was your problem, that's gone when it comes to this one. Of course, like I told you guys, I couldn't wait. I had to wear it and I had to rock it. As soon as I had it on that day, I wore it for a full day and it lasts forever. As far as projection goes, it was maybe about half an arm's length. You probably had to get a little closer than some fragrances that people would consider powerhouses, but it was actually pretty good for what it does. As far as longevity and sillage, very, very good. I was very pleasantly surprised. I got almost 9 hours of this fragrance where I still had to put my nose directly against it, but I could still get whiffs of it. Because of the scent characteristic, I feel like I got a little nose blind during the 7th or 8th hour, but as I always go to my consorter of facts, my wife, she went ahead and told me, Josh, I can still smell it. So if she can still smell it, it works. So quick story, I went ahead and called my buddy Mohammed from the channel, Mr. Top 10 Scents. This is his all-time favorite fragrance. Well, actually, the first one is his all-time favorite fragrance. He's one of the very few people who talked so positively of it. He really hyped it, and I don't think that means hyping it in a negative way. He just was really excited about the fragrance and wants people to know about it. And I had to tell him, bro, I know it's jacked up that I got this first, but I have to tell you, this is ridiculous. I thought I was done with buying things at retail, but I have to say, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pass up this fragrance. Currently, it's not available in my neck of the woods. I do hear that it's available at Nordstrom's in person. Me and both Mr. Top 10 Scents tried to purchase it online from the Nordstrom website, and it was no bueno. But if you don't wanna wait and you can't find it anywhere, you could go check this out and many other very cool fragrances, niche, designer, indie, it doesn't matter, over at Alpha Fragrances. I'll go ahead and leave a link of the website in the description below. I'll go ahead and leave it right here. And also to follow is your coupon code that you can use courtesy of Scentsense and Alpha Fragrances. Like I said, guys, this is more masculine, this is more mature, it's got more of a spicier, woodsier vibe, it's more deep, it's more solid. It's just a better fragrance. Think Bleu de Chanel, Eau de Toilette to Eau de Parfum. The change that you got from those two fragrances, almost spot on with what you get with this. So that about does it for me, guys. Go ahead and check out Alpha Fragrances. They're cool people, good people, and they're definitely gonna treat you right. Make sure to check out their fragrance website if you wanna buy decants and small samples. Go ahead and leave a comment in the section below if you have experienced their service and what you think about it. And if you haven't, let me know which fragrance you want to get first. If you like the video, guys, go ahead and like the video. Like, click on the button that says like. Don't just say, yeah, great video, guy. Click on the like button. It helps. If you really like the video, why don't you just share the video, guys? If you want to jump on the bandwagon and you want to join the cool kids, why don't you subscribe to the channel? Because that way when my videos come out, they'll fall directly in your feed. And if you want to take it a step further, go ahead and ring the gong. Or bell. Yeah, it's a bell. Yeah, ring the bell. That way when my videos come out, you, my friend, will be the first to know. As always, my fellow purveyors of scents, I'll smell you later. Peace!